No good. White underneath. Couple of fakes. A foul. The basket will count. And the foul will go against Minia. That's his second foul.
There was some question whether that basket was going to count. Carl Britt looked at Dave Halleck, and they ruled that the bucket was good.
Justin White with 4 points, and Eric Minia with 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes.
You touched on it, Dick, in the early part of the game, how strong White is and how that's going to be what they have to go to try to counter Minia's size, is use his bulk to create some space.
We'll see what Lewis Boone does after this timeout. He may have to take Minia out of the ball game. On the Farm Bureau scoreboard, the Millers lead by 2.
Dress up your home with a new door from Menards. Larson self-storing storm and screen doors are scratch resistant and include heavy-duty hardware. Only $79. Lucite interior paint will add that extra touch to your walls. Lucite flat covers in 1 coat, just $9.56. Kitchen and bath features a moisture-resistant formula, now $13.89. Check out Menards springtime saving.
Save big money at Menards.
Mr. Murray?
Yeah?
Mr. Murray, this is TCF. If you could change the way banks do business, what would you change?
Maybe make it easier for people to get a loan.
How would you do that?
Maybe let people apply by phone instead of coming in.
And how much do you need, Mr. Murray?
Geez,
TCF, banking the way you want it.
Back at the St. Paul Civic Center. That is a good friend of mine from high school, from New York Mills, Pam Sundin.
We'll remind Pam and the rest of the audience that KMSP Television has purchased the broadcast rights to the '94 boys basketball tournament. No broadcast, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this copyrighted telecast is permitted without the written authority of KMSP Television and the Minnesota State High School. Your best friend, huh?
We didn't even plan it. They just put her up. I said, hey, I know her.
Eric Minia leads the game. Jason Collins comes in. Boone follows the miss with his 3rd basket. Now a whistle and a foul after the made basket on Adrian Patterson, I believe.
Counted the basket. He gave the basket good sign, Carl Britt did. I think.
Fouls on 55, Patterson. That's Patterson's first foul. And the team's 3rd foul.
The 3rd foul on the Millers. The basket is good. Aaron Boone has 6 of the first 10 points for Washburn.
Double foul, Patterson and White.
White also getting called for a foul, so it is a double foul between White and Patterson after the shots of Athens County. Lyman Meyer steps up for a 3. Short. And the ball rebounded by Tony Count. Slapped away by Lyman Myers, but he fouled him.
Boone, very quick pivot into the lane, and Myers went after the ball. Caught a little of the arm. Spin move here. Myers chopping away.
That's Myers' first foul. And the team's 2nd foul.
2nd foul on the Royals.
For Washburn.
Boone averaging 14.5 points a game. Has scored 13 in the first game, 8 in the second game. And we talked about Hopkins and their outstanding free throw shooting. Lewis Boone will take a timeout with Aaron Boone at the line after his first miss. 4:11 left in the first quarter. A curious timeout. Washburn leads by 4.
Now there's mulching worthy of the finest lawn.
I keep my lawn immaculate.
Snapper's Ninja Mulching Mower. It set new mulching standards the others are still trying to match. Ninja's double cutting blade cuts and recuts clippings so fine they seem to disappear.
Looks like I bagged the grass, right? But I didn't.
And Ninja easily converts to bagging. You can mulch this weekend, bag the next. The choice is yours with Snapper.
It is pretty impressive.
Buy Swinger Hardware, Joel's Morris Service, and Blaine True Value Hardware.
You like milk and it shows. You like milk and it shows. You like milk and it shows. You've got baby soft skin. You like milk and it shows. And a big healthy grin. You like milk and it shows.
Milk, it does a body good with vitamin A to help keep skin smooth, calcium for strong bones, and protein to help build muscle.
You like milk and it shows. It does a body good.
Jim Gilliland, Janet Carvin, and Dick Bramer at the St. Paul Civic Center. We hope you've enjoyed the boys basketball tournament this week. It culminates today in the Class A championship won by St. Agnes. And now tonight the AA championship with Washburn leading early. Adrian Patterson finally finishes that play off after Boone missed 2 free throws. And a foul on Aaron Boone.
Hopkins coach Kenny Novak Jr. called Adrian Patterson one of the most underrated players in the tournament.
What's amazing to me, and I am seeing him for the first time in this tournament, but his quickness, despite his size, I mean, he has some extra weight on his body, but he's got very good quickness. Baseline cut and a basket for Matt Arnold.
Perfectly executed play off the inbounds. Bring the big fellas out high and let Arnold cut in behind him.
Patterson. 3:35 left in the first quarter. Patterson for 3. Nope. Collins fights for the rebound and hits the floor. 2 misses and finally White gets the rebound. Royals have got to be careful. They've got to do a better job rebounding because if the Millers can get 2 or 3 tries as White traveled trying to set up that three-pointer. One of the things that hurt Moorhead in last night's game, the Millers were able to get several tries in close. And even though they weren't shooting well, they eventually got some buckets.
Well, it's true many times the teams that has the rebounding edge is the team that wins. Both of these teams have out-rebounded their opponents along the way. It's a big factor in any ball game.
Boone to Subtle, 12-footer long. Grainer ties it up with Akeem Carpenter, who's been conspicuously quiet so far in this first quarter.
All right, hold your spots, guys. Here we go. Hands off.
The alternate possession.
Here we go.
Millers will put it in play. Carpenter. Misfire. On the break, Grainer. Myers.
Good job getting back by Washburn.
Matt Arnold. 10-foot leader in the lane is short. Ball comes free. Myers finishes it off. 2:20 to play in the quarter. A 2-point lead for Washburn. Boone fakes baseline, drives in the lane, drops it off nicely for Adrian Patterson. Nice setup by Aaron Boone.
Boone was going left and he looked right, dumped it back to Patterson.
Grainer to White. One dribble, lost it. Goes out of bounds to the Millers.
You won't see Justin White do that very often. He usually turns and recognizes he was in a crowd that time, and ordinarily he would just go up for the shot.
He had the shot there, just a little 8-footer.
Yep.
Tried to bull his way through there. He's fortunate he didn't pick up the charge.
You would think with Eric Minia out of the ball game that the Royals would be able to work the ball inside effectively, but they've not done that as much as you might think, at least not yet. Minia with 5 blocks in last night's win over Moorhead. Collins in the lane. A blocking foul called on White, and that's his second foul.
Still in the first quarter, that's costly. Jason Collins has done a good job whenever he's come in the tournament of helping Washburn maintain their physical edge underneath in most situations, whether he's in for Minia or Patterson.
Kenny Novak Jr. is still sitting over on the floor, just shaking his head. He wants to make sure that the officials see it. See him.
White goes up tall to get the rebound. We were talking about free throw shooting before and how well the Royals have shot free throws in this tournament. Miller's 32 of 57. They have not shot free throws very well. Arnold misses the three. Out of bounds to the Millers. Been a number of tries, but so far no one's connected from three-point range in this game.
Hasn't been the quickest start as we had this afternoon. We had all the outstanding shooting, a lot more physical play in the AA game, as you might expect.
Collins for three. There's a three-pointer. No, two. He had a foot on the line.
33, Collins.
Jason Collins comes off the bench to average about 7 a game. It was a good ball reversal to him for the open shot.
We haven't called Jimmy Ware's name much tonight. It's such a big game last night.
White chooses Arnold. Footer picked up by Grainer on the weak side. And he gets the roll off the rim. Grainer with 3 points.
Grainer, number 50 for the Royals.
Suttles with that time left in the first quarter. Posting up inside, Pauk back outside. Boone finds the big man, Patterson, and rolls off. Pauk will go to the line for 2, and the foul, I think, will go against Arnold.
Well, Hopkins allowing a lot of Washburn penetration here. Patterson missed the shot, but Pauk was there for the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Washburn seems to be getting inside whenever they want. They really haven't needed to take those threes that Carpenter and Boone like to line up for. Collins' outside shot was the first one we've seen in a while.
Pauk misses from the free throw line. Are either one of you surprised that Justin White has stayed in the game with 2 fouls?
Maybe a little bit, especially considering the Minia is sitting down right now. But maybe he feels like they just can't board with Washburn without him in there.
Miller's full court pressing. Arnold for 3. Matt Arnold with a big 3 to close out the first quarter. Washburn leads it after the first 8 minutes, 18-15.
For Washburn, 25.
Sometimes being a Heil dealer is no fun. Ask Henry. He'll tell you that a Heil furnace is so dependable, once he installs one, he may never see it again. That's why Henry always takes time to visit his old friends, even if all he does is say hello. Heil, it's dependable year after year after year.
Vision World is concerned with the safety of your children's eyes. That's why we recommend the Gentex polycarbonate lens. Notice what happens to a standard plastic lens when struck by a projectile. Now watch the same test with the Gentex polycarbonate lens. Notice the projectile bounced off the polycarbonate lens without breaking it. Vision World, Minnesota's locally owned optical company. Southdale on the upper level across from Ruby Tuesdays.
Washburn up by 3 after 1 quarter of play. Welcome back to the St. Paul Civic Center, everybody. I'm Andy Skookman, along with a man who's been to many a state tournament, Leonard Yeager of West St. Paul. And tell us, how many state tournaments have you seen?
I've seen 63, but this is my 64th. I missed one, was in the hospital. The doctor wouldn't let me come.
Is there a best memory of the state tournament for you?
Well, I think when you see as many as I have, there aren't the best teams or the best memories. One of the interesting memories, and this wasn't a championship team, but Minneapolis North had a guy by the name of Gleason, and it was a slow, he'd bring the ball up, deliberately go like this, and the crowd would count. That was the old Minneapolis Auditorium they used to play.
A lot of great memories for you, definitely. We hope to see you back for number 65.
My wife says my memory is not good for anything but basketball. I can remember so many people and things in all the tournaments I've seen.
Nothing wrong with that, Leonard. Thank you very much.
You bet.
All right, let's go back to the table.
I have a feeling Leonard's probably got a better memory about what happened in the 40s than we did, than we have from what happened on Wednesday.
It's amazing how many people you run into who really make this event part of their yearly activities.
He followed it even back as far as the auditorium, then over to Williams Arena, then over here. Two classes, two sites.
James Ware with 2 free throws. A foul was called on Jason Collins. So it's a 1-point game. Carpenter on the right wing. He's not scored a point yet.
Patterson and White going at it inside, and again with White, number 54 for Hopkins, with 2 fouls. He needs to be careful.
Boone misses. Tipped up and in by Collins. Collins with 5 points.
Basket by 33, Collins.
Lyman Myers trying to get it to Grainer, slapped away, but comes right back to Grainer. Ware for 3. First 2 possessions, Hopkins has gotten the ball to James Ware. Collins got the roll.
Collins scoring, number 33.
A tournament high 7 points for Jason Collins, and we're early in the second quarter. White back outside. Arnold has a kick. Pushed to midcourt. It's out of bounds, and it'll go to the Hopkins Royals. Inside to White. He works on Patterson, but can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Collins, who's played some very good minutes for the Millers here tonight, coming off the bench. Carpenter trying to get into the game. He scored.
Boy, look out. If he starts getting on a roll, Hopkins will get behind and hurt it. White just doesn't look comfortable with his moves right now. He's a little bit out of sync. Credit Washburn defense.
Ware trying to get it going. He had a quiet first quarter. White has it slapped away, turns the other way, and a foul called, I believe, on Collins.
Collins playing well, picking up his 2nd foul, though, since he's been in there. Minnie has been sitting down a long time. I don't know what the thinking is there, but they've decided to go with Collins, and it's helped them open up a bit of a lead.
On the Banville scoreboard, the Millers lead by 7.
It's the final days of the mega sale at Slumberland Furniture. Your last chance to save 50% on this Broyhill Queen bed, now just $2.99. Introducing the latest look in living room groups. All 5 pieces, just $5.99. Plus, don't miss mega savings on world-famous comfort. A Simmons Beauty Rest set in queen size is just $2.99 while they last. A special purchase at a mega sale price, just $2.99. Plus, no payments and no interest till June. Mega savings, mega selection. But it all ends soon at Slumberland Furniture.
Hey, sports fans. Dennis Green here for the winning sales team at Boyer Ford Trucks. Only knowledgeable, friendly, and courteous sales pros make the team at Boyer. They've got competitive prices, great trade-in allowances, and big play-making financing abilities. Did you know that Boyer has the largest inventory of new Ford trucks in the business? And they're backed by the biggest and best trained parts and service operations to keep your truck in the field. Call on Boyer when you're in the market for an affordable truck.
That's the view from our GMC Viking Land cam, way in the back of the St. Paul Civic Center. In the AA consolation game earlier today, Forest Lake beat Cretin-Derham Hall 69-57. In the A consolation, Big Fort beat New London Spicer 66-57. And in the Class A third place game, off the inbounds pass, a basket for Grainer. Faribault Bethlehem Academy beat Westbrook Walnut Grove 53-33.
I am just really impressed with Sean Grainer. You know, of all the starters, he has the lowest average at 7.5 points a game, but he has really outperformed his average. Not to mention, this plays such a great all-around basketball game.
Carpenter driving to the lane and drawing a foul. And the foul is on Arnold. That's his second.
The second foul. The team Smith foul.
And Arnold's a lot bigger kid than he was last year in the state tournament. He's just really sophomore to junior. A lot more, not rangier.
Well, you really see the difference in their confidence, you know, from one year to the next, too.
He got that call as he chopped down with his arm. Flipped across the wrist. Substitution for Washburn as Cow comes back in.
Carpenter with 4 points. And the lead back to 7.
Maybe elected to go with Cow even instead of Minia in there.
Myers brings it across. We've not seen nearly the amount of trapping that we've seen from Washburn in the first 2 games. Maybe they're respecting the quickness of Lyman Myers out front. White with 7 points.
So they have to do to White. I don't think they mind him taking that medium range shot. Get up and get a hand in his face.
Carpenter driving into the lane, no good. Ware with the rebound. He gets it over to Myers. Long bounce pass tipped out of bounds by Byron Suttles. A dangerous pass by Lyman Myers. The Royals will get the ball back. Grodnick coming into the ball game. He'll replace Grainer.
Hopkins has started slowly in all 3 games. They do have that to point to. Apple Valley got the jump on them, and again Mounds U last night.
Now they've won their 2 games, obviously, to get here, but they've never led at halftime. Myers peers inside, tries for 3. No good. And over the back.
Somewhere tonight, the guys from Minneapolis North and Armstrong are watching this game, and they each beat their chief rivals in their conference and lost to them then in the section finals. 2 very good teams that could well be here, except for they had a strong team to play in the section finals.
What a great one-on-one move by Byron Suttles. Spinning away from James Ware, drawing the foul, kissing it off the glass for the bucket.
Well, it's a big move, but it's a big foul by Justin White, which is his 3rd, so he has already taken a seat on the bench. He just has his teammate. Is that 3? Yes, Justin, that's 3.
Now maybe Louis Boone can use Minia and really use the White advantage without White in the game to defend him.
Well, he's got an 8-point lead, so maybe he figures, why have Minia pick up a 3rd foul or take that chance anyway when I've got some points to work with on the scoreboard. Arnold drives, get the bucket, but he does pick up a foul.
Second foul on Patterson.
Foul is on 55, Anderson.
Arnold really has some nice one-on-one moves. Jab steps.
That's the second foul on
He can hit the outside shot, but he really drives effectively.
He's the only player for Hopkins to score in double figures in both games. 12 in the first game, 13 in the second game. It's a 7th team foul on the Millers. Arnold with 5 of the 21 Hopkins points. And now Minia will come off the bench for the Millers.
Patterson is out.
Patterson takes a seat along the bench. And a basket basket for Arnold. Minia almost knocked it in. It would have been a two-pointer. Aaron Boone with Myers guarding him close. Suttles driving, spins it off the glass, no good. Minia couldn't hold on to the rebound, and Myers sneaks in to pull it away. James Ware hits his first field goal of the game.
Like last night, where it says, well, Justin, if you're going to go out of the game, I guess I better step forward here and get the job done.
Well, that was a key part of Hopkins' win last night. Ware stepping up. Now Carpenter looks for the long arms of Minia. Pass slapped out of bounds. The Millers will keep it. We'll take a timeout with 3:20 left in the half. Washburn up by 5.
Tonight, somewhere in Minnesota, a family may sleep a little better than they did the night before, simply because someone cared and listened to their financial dreams about college for their kids, providing for each other, and their plans for growing old together. They talked to a Farm Bureau agent about life insurance and learned how dreams don't always have to stay dreams. Life is filled with promises, and Farm Bureau Life Insurance can help you keep them.
I've always wanted to make people look and feel good about themselves. And I get that chance every day at Great Clips. I listen to what they want before I ever start cutting, because I want my customers to love how they look. People can stop in when it's convenient, evenings, weekends, without an appointment. They know they'll get a great haircut at a great price every time. Look at that. And that's what Great Clips is all about.
Our style is your style.
Back at the St. Paul Civic Center, that's the story right now. 3:20 to play. Hopkins trailing Washburn by 5 points. Washburn will have the ball, and then it's the old Hopkins whoosh or something. There's a little ritual the band goes through when their team is shooting a free throw.
This game hasn't quite had the pace that we thought it might. Washburn averages 84.5 points a game, and Hopkins over 70 points a game, but it's been a real slow, choppy kind of game so far.
I think some of that has to do with Washburn not trapping so much on defense. They haven't forced many turnovers.
Hopkins switching into a 2-3 zone here out of the man.
Carpenter lost it off his foot out of bounds.
Arnold almost had the steal. And now we'll look at some full court pressure by Washburn.
Washburn with just one turnover. Hopkins with 3. Ware off the glass too hard. Graner underneath, gets the bucket.
We called it earlier, Janet. He's just been very patient, being in the right spot, doing the things he can do, and he's helped his team stay in it. 7 points.
Lobbed inside. Out lost it. Grodnick took it away from him.
Well, Graner popped it loose. Hopkins ball.
It was an 8-point lead for the Millers, now just 3. And Ware loses it along the far sideline. Carpenter drops it for Suttles. Boone, Carpenter, and Suttles are all 3 of them so quick. That one spins out. Rebounded by Arnold. Up ahead, Grodnick. Will go to the line for 2. A 5-0 run for the Hopkins Royals, and Grodnick will try to tack on 2 more.
Good play by Grodnick, knowing that once he got Carpenter up in the air, if he goes up, Carpenter has no choice but to land on him. He's got to come down somewhere.
Carpenter really going up, too. Nice head fake.
Grodnick looking for his first point. The Royals in the first half are 6 of 8 from the line. The Millers are 5 of 9. And we've got a 1-point game. Carpenter left Suttles set it up offensively. Minia takes a step in the lane. A little too hard. Grainer with another rebound. He's done a great job for the Royals. Now Myers lost it. Boone driving, scoring.
That was a good bucket, boy. Had to sense where the guys around him were going and just got in there and laid it in.
Big turnaround there because the Royals had a chance to take the lead there.
That really is what Boone does best. Open court, taking it in against.
This will tie it. Grodnick with 5 straight for the Royals.
Todd Grodnick, a senior, has had as many as 17 in a game.
Washburn's 8-point lead is gone. Stolen away from the Royals. The Royals have the lead. Suttles foul. No, yes, a foul out front on Arnold, and that's his 3rd. Matt Arnold with 3 first-half fouls.
Well, the crowd was into the game there for a moment. They saw an offensive push by Hopkins. We've got a lot of big section of blue over there that really got excited as it got a little flow going on offense. Miller's trying to stem the tide there, trying to do it on the foul line.
Suttles at the line for a 1-and-1. And Lyman Myers is bleeding on his right ankle, and who pointed it out to the official but Aaron Boone, as they try to get Lyman Myers out of the ball game. That's an alert catch by Aaron Boone. Lyman Myers is bleeding in his right calf. You can't see it from that camera angle, but he is bleeding in his right ankle, and he'll have to leave the game here.
It's like some kind of fingernail scrape or something there. Nothing serious, but that's the rule now, that he'll have to come out if it is bleeding.
And they're going to leave him in the game. Maybe it's an old wound.
Last night.
Yeah.
Healed now. One more free throw coming for Suttles.
Suttles with 8 points. .9 seconds left in a tie game. The lead that Hopkins just lost, its first lead of the game. Suttles escorting Myers up the floor. Royals will try to take some time off the clock here. Dangerous thing to do against this Washburn team. They're so quick. White in the game with 3 fouls. Grodnick, double team. Almost traveled with it. Arnold lost it in the lane, but he's fouled by Couch. It was a dangerous part of the game for Hopkins because Arnold and White both were playing there with 3 fouls. And if either one of them had picked up an offensive foul, that would have been a big factor in the second half.
Especially Arnold there in heavy traffic going up. Gets that elbow leaning the wrong way. Could get a offensive foul called, but he does go to the line.
1 of 2 from the line in the first half. 5.5 seconds left in this first half.